Now, I know what you're thinking. We're only just starting 2022 and you're already talking about this year's Call of Duty game. And I know, I completely agree with you. I would not be talking about this topic so soon unless there was something to actually talk about. But with the rumor mill kicking off a few months ago and the fact that Vanguard isn't overly enjoyed right now, I thought what better time than to discuss Call of Duty 2022. Now, it goes without saying that literally nothing in this video is confirmed information. It's not fact, but it does come from a very reliable source with a proven track record, Tom Henderson, and it's also really fun to discuss and speculate what we can be getting this year. And I open the comment section for you to put your thoughts on what you want this year's game to be. But to keep yourself updated with the latest on Call of Duty, if it's Vanguard, Zombies, or this year's COD, be sure to stay tuned to the channel, so I'll be keeping you updated every step of the way. Jumping straight into things, it's very obvious that this year's Call of Duty game is going to be developed by Infinity Ward. We have Infinity Ward, Treyarch, and Sledgehammer in the cycle, and Infinity Ward's turn is this year and is very likely to be Modern Warfare 2, a sequel to the very successful Modern Warfare 2019. And it doesn't really take a rocket scientist to work out that that is going to be this year's game. I mean, Modern Warfare 2019 was just so successful, there was no doubt that they were going to make a sequel, and I'm really excited for it, and so should you. But thanks to insider Tom Henderson, we have information about campaign, multiplayer, Warzone, and even the third mode, which is going to be a completely new co-op mode and not going to be zombies. So the rumor for the storyline of Modern Warfare 2's campaign will be centered around a drug war against Colombian cartels, with a grittier take than what Modern Warfare 2019's campaign did, with more close quarters combat, tricky decision making, and the classic COD set piece moments fans have come to expect. Task Force 141 will be returning, which is absolutely no surprise, providing playable characters in the campaign as well as operators in the multiplayer. Now, if rumors are correct, Infinity Ward have drastically overhauled the AI to be a seriously realistic experience where there's going to be multiple systems, such as a morality system, which will be influenced by certain decisions that you will make in the game, which will have a large impact on the campaign. It's also going to reportedly feature realistic gore and the loss of limbs during battle. Throughout an ambush sequence where your patrol vehicle's under attack from hostile fire, the character you're playing as is visibly shaken up, struggling to insert the magazine in their gun, trembling hands, and there's also apparently the introduction of weapon jam animations and the ability to recover bullets that the player has wasted via jamming. Now, reportedly, these are going to be cinematic one-off events rather than a continuous feature that happens throughout the campaign. And as amazing as it sounds to try and be realistic as possible, I do think people would get annoyed at that function in multiplayer, but it does sound really cool. The co-op mode is what is incredibly interesting to me. Like, this sounds absolutely game-breaking for Call of Duty if this is going to be the case. And whilst I'm disappointed it's not zombies, I feel like after what we've had with Vanguard Zombies could really do with just a year off, so people can get really excited for it to return again. This is going to be a brand new mode, very similar to Escape from Tarkov. This is a combination of PvP and PvE, and is said to have apparently been in the development stages for several years, which will see you battling against cartel AI with friends as you attempt to complete objective-based missions within a huge map. Now, this mode is apparently codenamed DMZ. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Escape from Tarkov is incredibly popular, centered around a realistic and hardcore first-person shooter survival video game, where in-game players are given an extraction point on the other side of the map and must fight against other players and non-player characters to reach that point in order to escape. And in addition to combat, players can find loot in these maps, such as firearms, equipment, and armor, and once extracted, your loot is stored in a stash to use in future raids. However, if you fail to survive an escape, dying results in the loss of all items you found during that raid. And the whole thing offers a really hardcore gameplay experience that has hooked people, which is why the game is so popular, and that's what DMZ is going to try and follow. This mode is set to replace Spec Ops mode from Modern Warfare 2019, which obviously wasn't very well received, didn't have a lot of love, but this has apparently been in the works for 4 years. With Tarkov being so popular, I really expect this mode to absolutely explode in popularity, because we'll have Warzone for those that want Battle Royale, the multiplayer, which for Modern Warfare 2019 was pretty good and will probably be even better this time around. Then we have this offering as well, which is a very hardcore experience. I don't want to overhype this mode too much, but if it does turn out out to be what it's being described as, then this is going to be huge and could catapult Call of Duty even higher. Offering a gameplay experience like this is going to be truly exciting. Aside from what we've discussed so far about DMZ, not much is known about this mode. One of the most important parts of it is the map. What's really interesting is that we'll be playing this mode within several maps that make up the overall world inside of this, and it's apparently going to be the same map as what Warzone will get. And the rumor is that that map is going to be a brand new map for Warzone and DMZ, and is going to be based off of Modern Warfare 2 classic points of interest. Locales from the original Modern Warfare 2 will be expanded upon and stitched together, creating a massive new map. This is likely to include a significantly expanded version of Favela and other classic arenas such as Afghan, Quarry, Terminal, and Trailer Park, according to Tom Henderson. Now, apparently, according to Tom Henderson, Modern Warfare 2 maps were reportedly going to be included in Modern Warfare 2019 through a Modern Warfare 2 remaster. That never happened, and instead, it seems like we'll be getting Modern Warfare 2 maps, weapons, and operators in Call of Duty 2022. And as a longtime fan of Modern Warfare 2, hearing that Terminal, high-rise, Favela coming back in a new Modern Warfare game, I'm really excited by that. Now, circling back to the rumored third mode DMZ, if this is going to be such a huge addition to Call of Duty, you'd expect that at some point it could exist independently as a free title, but apparently, according to another insider, Ralph's Valve on Twitter, this will not exist independently as a free title, and it will be supported just how a traditional separate mode in a Call of Duty game usually would be. Things remain very unclear on if PlayStation exclusivity is going to play any effect into what will happen with this third mode, as when it came to Spec Ops mode in Modern Warfare 2019, PlayStation players got the survival mode for a whole year exclusively. That was a bit of a kick in the teeth, and then with Black Ops Cold War, the Onslaught game mode for zombies was exclusive to PlayStation for a year, but seeing as Vanguard doesn't really have any major exclusivity for PlayStation, I feel like that's going to be a running theme going forward, and we shouldn't see anything too drastic exclusively on PlayStation, which I really hope is the case, and we don't see any drastic exclusive stuff on PlayStation. But I can't stress how excited I am by the sounds of this. Of course, we've got to take this all with a grain of salt, but this is essentially like Spec Ops on a completely new level, where you'll be fighting against AI in a active world with real other players trying to do the same thing, and the chances of them killing you or you killing them in order to further progress in the mode. Now, we don't know to what extent the end game is going to be, or what the overall major goal will be for the mode to keep coming in, extracting, doing whatever. I'd love to know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on this game mode. The fact that it's going to be their version of Spec Ops this time around, where there's not going to be necessarily the same structure of missions where you just play them in co-op, but this is going to be a huge active world. We're not going to be seeing zombies in the Modern Warfare universe or anything like that. But from everything that's apparently leaked out so far, this game sounds very promising, and I expected nothing less from Modern Warfare 2019, which just absolutely propelled Call of Duty into realms we didn't know it could. It revived Call of Duty, basically. I'm really excited to see what Infinity Ward have up their sleeves for us, but I'd love to know what you think of everything down below. If you want to find out more information that's supposedly been leaked about the game, you can find all the links in the description. Be sure to drop this video a like rating, subscribe to keep yourself up to date with the latest on COD 2022, and I'll catch you for another video very soon.